Y'all want real world? How about I came out here and was going to make some actual yeast bread since I went to the store to get yeast. And then realized my starter was sitting here screaming at me to feed it, okay? Since I'm literally almost 2 hours past due. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys with real world yeast, sourdough starters, everybody screaming that you've got to do this and you've got to do that and trying to make it all more complicated than it really needs to be. Or that, if you don't do this exact thing at this exact time, this exact way, your starter's not going to grow. Whatever the case may be. I think you all have been here long enough to realize that I don't do internet fluff. I don't do half-truths. I don't do misinformation. I don't do any of that, okay? Real world living, just saying. Terry had asked me yesterday about using a butter knife because she had heard that metal is absolute no-no when it comes to starters. You do you, okay? I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to use a butter knife. I've never had an issue, and if metal, stainless steel, whatever was truly that harmful to yeast, you see that stove back there? You see the stainless steel back plate? You see the stainless steel oven hood? You see my coffee maker over there, stainless steel? Guys, come on. It's common sense, really. If it really affected yeast, I wouldn't have any in my kitchen to cultivate because it would die touching everything that's in my kitchen. So no, using a butter knife, spoon, fork, whatever, to stir your starter, it's not going to hurt it. Today is day 2 of my starter. And the reason that I'm doing this video is because I did want to give you guys kind of an idea on how I do this after day 1 of just mixing the flour and the water. I'm not going to be posting videos every night. That's what the sourdough starter series is for. But I do want to show you, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, my starter thinned out. And what I mean by thinned out is it's gotten a little liquefied and it spread and covered the entire bottom. Where yesterday I just had that clump in the middle. And if you notice, all the knife marks I had in it yesterday are gone because it has smoothed out and leveled out. I can actually probably pour this out. No, not really, but look at this. It's only been day 1, okay? And it's already stretchy. See that? Stretchy. Only after day 1. That's beautiful. That's that gluten structure I told you it's trying to build in there that people keep saying that you don't need to sift your bran. You don't need to sift your bran. And I'm telling you that bran will absolutely cut through that beautiful gluten structure that it's forming in there with the yeast and lactic acid. All right, today I'm also looking at the fact that it absolutely was dark on the top. That's normal. That was from the liquid. I'm trying to get this out of here because I want to smell it. Smells good. Remember, this is old flour, guys. I'm still using the 2-month-old flour from yesterday to feed this today. And lo and behold, you saw what it's done even after just 24 hours. So what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to do 25 grams of starter, 25 grams of water that I've already pre-weighed out, and then 25 grams of flour. And then I'm going to mix, first I'll throw away the rest after I get my 25 grams, which should be half your starter, by the way. 25 grams of water, 25 grams of flour yesterday makes 50. Half of that's 25. So I'm going to throw away half of it because on day 1, we have a lot of that bacteria still in here that we don't want. We want the yeast to take off. So we get rid of half of it. And also the other reason is, first, we know that this obviously isn't going to hold any bread. But you can't use this as a discard recipe right now either because it will actually make you sick this early in the process. My jar is empty, as you can see. I will tell you that I wash my jars out between every feed. I don't want any kind of contamination in my starter. That is the one thing that I will do. Plus, I'm OCD. I don't like dirt. Whatever. You don't have to clean this every day. I'm just telling you, I do because I'm OCD. But I've got 25 grams of the starter in my bowl. I'm putting this in my garbage. Okay. I don't know if you can see this or not. It's kind of dark. I mean, the light is dark, but I'm saying this is dark. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's literally hooch, as they call it, which is that black liquid, and I mixed it in. Doesn't hurt it at all. Okay, so that's 25 grams of that. I'm going to wash this out real fast. Hang on. I know. Did you just wash that out in the sink? I did. Ah, another controversy, right? You saw how much starter was in the jar. It's fine. More water went down that drain than flour. It's not going to do anything to your drain. Notice, though, I didn't put the other half of my starter down the drain. It went in the garbage. Too many scare tactics out there, people. Too many scare tactics. Okay. 25 grams of starter, 25 grams of water, 25 grams. Also, here's the other thing I do. Makes it easier. I'm going to mix up this starter in the water to make it as incorporated as possible into that water so that all that yeast in the starter can get into the flour. You don't have to do that. It's just something I do, and I only do it half the time anyway. Whenever I remember, if you notice, I just started to get the flour, but it just looks, well, you can't really see it. Let me see. It looks like that. Oatmeal. It's the only thing I can think of. Got it all mixed up. And now we're going in with 25 grams of flour. Oh, I almost had it perfect. There we go. Just going to mix this up. Again with my butter knife because the starter is thick. Try and scrape up all the flour you possibly can off the side of the bowl. Also, you can do this in your jar or in another jar if you choose. I do it in here just because it's easier and I don't get it all over the side of the jar. Because again, OCD, I don't like dirt. There it is. It's still that same that it was yesterday. Big clump. I can pick up almost the entire thing with the knife. Now I'm just going to bring this over here so you can see it. I'm literally just going to drop this into the jar. Trying not to touch the sides. Perfect. Gone. Slide that right in. I know I'm touching it. Oh, gonna get that bacteria off my hands, right? Whatever. I'm trying to flatten this out a little on the bottom. Here's day 2. Now, you did see it move in there a little bit. That's because I didn't dry the jar when I rinsed it. So there is a little bit more liquid in there that's going to sop that up. So I'm just going to take a pinch of flour, literally a pinch of flour, and put that in there for that little bit of water that was in the bottom from washing the jar. There we go. That's it, guys. Seriously. It's nothing to it. I'll pop that lid back on. Back it off. We're done again for today. And I'll feed it tomorrow in 24 hours if I remember to. I'll see you later.